So in Illinois, we have no cash bail. We have measures that limit how police interact with criminal suspects. We have also measures that allow for people to make anonymous complaints against police. And now, a measure that's being floated at the Illinois State House would prevent police from pulling people over for a whole host of vehicle infractions. Welcome back, Bishop on Air. I'm Greg Bishop, here in my home studio, just hanging out with you each and every weekday morning. Hopefully you enjoy at least getting a sample of some Illinois-specific issues. In my full-time capacity, I go to the Illinois State House, and I cover what happens at the Illinois State House. And it's a lot of work. And I enjoy it, but if you want to follow me, you can do so on X, Facebook, here on YouTube, Rumble. Just search Bishop on Air anywhere, okay? Bishop on Air. But I work with thecentersquare.com. I'm associate editor out there, so I keep a close eye on what's going on in Illinois. So we've got a flurry of legislation expected this year. It's the second year of a 2-year term for the Illinois General Assembly. They start back on Tuesday, and I've heard it indicated as silly season when, at the beginning of a legislative session, there's a whole bunch of legislation that's filed, and, all kinds of different ideas. We've talked a little bit about some of the gun legislation. Today, there's going to be a measure about the estate tax and how that's going to be possibly impacting farmers. So that's a news conference that's happening. It's a bipartisan bill. So we'll see what happens with that. But there's also a bunch of other, criminal justice things that are going to be floated. One in particular, State Representative Justin Slaughter, he has this measure filed at the Illinois State House. And follow along with me if you can. It is House Bill 4603. Now, if you go to ilga.gov, you'll be able to find this simply by searching in the bill number section HB 4603. You'll find this. As of right now, this has not moved beyond just being filed. It was filed just a couple of days ago. What this bill does, the synopsis, and this is where you can see on legislation, instead of having to go through and read the long PDF, if you look at the synopsis, you can get a general idea. So what it does, and this is State Representative Justin Slaughter's measure. Justin Slaughter is the guy who brought forward the Safety Act and the no cash bail provisions that were passed, in the wee hours of the morning back in 2021, early 2021. But anyway, that's the whole saga with no cash bail. And I see stories all the time of, even here in Springfield, somebody was arrested and then they were arrested again 5 hours after being released. Up in Cook County, you've got migrants that are being arrested for retail theft and they're just let out after being booked. So, the no cash bail thing, some people have serious reservations about it. Others saying that, listen, no cash bail means that you're innocent until proven guilty and you shouldn't be held behind bars pending trial while you're innocent until proven guilty. So just because you can't bail out doesn't mean you should linger in there, while somebody who's rich can bail themselves out for even, a murder charge. So, obviously the debate over no cash bail still going on. We'll obviously follow that as well. But look at this bill again. All right, so Justin Slaughter has this measure that says it provides that no law enforcement officer shall stop a motor vehicle for, and a whole myriad of reasons, failing to display registration plates or stickers, being operated with an expired registration sticker, violating general speed restrictions, unless that violation is a misdemeanor or felony offense, improper lane usage, unless that violation is a misdemeanor or felony offense, failing to comply with certain requirements concerning vehicle lamps, excessive tint, defective mirrors, an obstructed windshield or defective windshield wipers, defective bumpers, excessive exhaust, and failure of the vehicle operator to wear a safety belt. Provides no evidence discovered or obtained as the result of a stop in violation of these provisions, including but not limited to evidence discovered or obtained by the operator's consent, shall be admissible in any trial, hearing, or other proceeding, and this prompts home rule. So the measure essentially would say, hey, police officers, you cannot predicate a pullover based off somebody not wearing a seatbelt. I'm sure some of you out there are probably like, yay, I hate wearing my seatbelt. I'm of the mind with the seatbelt. I can't not drive without the seatbelt on. I feel secure in it. I don't know. But anyways, so other things, having an expired sticker, then what's the point of having the stickers? Being operated, with bad wipers, bad lamps. Some may say that that's a security concern. Excessive tint. All right. Defective mirrors, defective bumpers, excessive exhaust. Also, the general speed restrictions. So this measures in front of the state legislature from State Representative Justin Slaughter. We'll see just how far this goes. But as of right now, all it is a proposed bill. It has not advanced. You could see here even the latest actions not yet advanced to a committee. But it's still early in the legislative session, so we'll watch this bill closely. And what's interesting is, you see these types of stories, and even, a law enforcement officer is the one that tipped me off to this bill. I don't get to necessarily see all the bills pouring in, but, this is on top of other things that those in law enforcement say is concerning to them. Up in Chicago, you've got even, WBEZ reporting that Mayor Johnson is looking to remove police from schools. The mayor telling the Sun-Times and WBEZ he'll give the Board of Education the green light to end its contract with Chicago police. So, the whole idea of law enforcement in schools getting pushed back from Chicago. But all of that, as you've got Florida Governor Ron DeSantis continuing on with his efforts to recruit thousands of law enforcement officers from across the country, including here in Illinois. Here's Ron DeSantis.
Recruits in from every other of the 49 states, as well as 2 U.S. territories, and almost 400 of the 4,000 come from just 3 states: New York, California, and Illinois. You probably would have guessed that. So we're excited about the success of this program. We're thankful to have so many great people in this profession in the state of Florida. And I don't think it's even a question. If somebody just could wave a wand and say, where would I want to be in law enforcement of all 50 states, they would overwhelmingly choose the free state of Florida.
So again, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis continuing to recruit law enforcement from places like Illinois with a sizable bonus. I even saw in Alaska, they're giving like $40,000 bonuses in several jurisdictions in Alaska. So that's something I think these states are looking to continue to do in their efforts to try to recruit law enforcement to their states. Fascinating stuff. All right, it is Bishop on Air with YouTube, X, Facebook, Rumble. Find it anywhere. Just search Bishop on Air. If you want to, you can support the program by checking out some of the merchandise. Go to bishoponair.com. You'll be able to find that there. All right, a few more segments here. Stay tuned.